Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this week's vlog. I'm heading to the bar now, as you can see, because I'm in my car. I'm gonna get a good ride in on Happy. As you know, it's been several weeks since we've had a really good ride, so hopefully I get a good one in today. We do a little bit of stretchy stuff and get him moving again, more so than just hand walking or blasting his way around the trail. So I'm heading out there now, and I'll see you guys when I get there. Alright guys, I'm here. I've turned Happy out, cleaned his stall. I spared you all the boring details. But I just fixed up his bag since the labels had fallen off, and the entire time, let me show you what he was doing. The entire time I was doing that, he was staring at me, and you notice his halter on the ground. He was shaking it around, upset that I was ignoring him. Were you upset? Well, I had to do this chore, and then we can go ride. Probably gonna ride in the dressage arena today, huh? You say, oh my gosh, please, let's do something fun. Maybe let's go on the trail again so that I can almost make you fall off. No. No. Absolutely not. He's like, why not? Sound fun to me. Sound fun to me. I love how at first he looked out that way as if is it over there? How are you? I'm good. How are you? Alright guys, so this was our first ride in the arena in probably 2 weeks or so. So I really wanted to start slow with Happy in this ride, and I decided to do a lot of walk, which he was walking really nicely at the beginning of the ride. And then I just did a lot of loose rein, stretchy kind of things, did a lot of walk to trot and trot to walk transitions. You see, this is the one thing we've been working with on him, is him getting behind the vertical at the walk, but just been trying to send him forward into the bridle. And in my last lesson last week, which I unfortunately didn't get any video of because my Peebo was dead, we talked about pushing him forward with my leg and seat into my hand and having my range just a little bit shorter so that when he does push into the bit and he keeps his head up, I can give to him and then just keep working on that. And it actually got a lot better even within the lesson, so we'll just keep working on that. But yeah, so I did a lot of transitions, I did a lot of circles. I was trying really hard to get his hind end under him because he felt a lot like he just didn't have a motor. And I think that makes sense for the fact that we hadn't really ridden too much more than just walk and trot for almost the whole month of January. So you're going to see me using my crop a little more, using my leg a little more than I normally do because I was trying to get him ahead of me and not so backwards. But our rides since have been really good, so that's good, and I plan on getting some new content for you guys this weekend. But yeah, this is our first ride back. He was actually quite good, just a little bit dull, but I think that's to be expected with how, stiff and everything he probably was from not being ridden for quite a while. I just want to point out that I am working so hard on not kicking every stride, and I know I still do it, but I want it to be known that I do it to a lesser degree than I used to, and I'm trying really hard to quiet my lower leg. It's a little bit frustrating because since I've done this on Happy the entirety of my owning him, so the entire, like, I guess I've owned him now for almost 6 years, I think he's starting to equate that kick with he has to go. So when I quiet my leg, he slows down. So we've been working a lot on, with this past, like when I can ride this past month, and then we'll continue working on it, quieting my leg and my hands and having him kind of carry himself, which obviously is what you always want, and working on giving with my elbows more, and working on keeping my legs quieter and not actually using like even in the canter here, not using as much leg and trying just to kind of have my calf there and doing a lot less and getting softer on my end because he will get softer. So we worked on that in our lesson this past week, and I'll continue working on it in my rides until we have our next lesson. But yeah, that's definitely something I'm working on, and definitely something that I am fully aware that I do and trying to get better at. Alright guys, the ride went pretty well. I worked a lot on just reminding Happy that he can't pull himself with his front end and that he has to listen to my leg a little bit better. But I feel like it went pretty great for like not being really ridden much at all for almost like 2 weeks. Just like little rides here or there. Canters felt great, trot work felt pretty good. He was just a little behind my leg and a little not wanting to really work through his back. So we're working on that. And we're also working on him at the walk, actually walking forward and not diving into the reins and trying to like drop his head. So every time I put my leg on and I have a little bit of contact at the walk, he basically curls and like ducks. So I've been working a lot on that. I'm going to ask in my next lesson how to like keep working on that. But what I've been doing is giving him rein and just asking him to keep moving forward with his head up. And then when he finally moves forward and lifts through his top line, that's obviously when I reward him, and I'm happy that he did that. So that's kind of what we've been working on, and what we were working on before all the rain. Just haven't had a chance to do anything about it since then. So it was really good today. I put liniment on his whole body and on his stifles and his hocks. And I'm going to clean up his tack now, and then I will head out. Alright guys, as per my last video, I also forgot in this video to do an outro when I left the barn, so here I am giving you an outro. Happy was really good on that ride. I felt like he was a little bit dull, but he's been much better since that ride, so I think it literally was just the fact that like we hadn't really been riding and working on anything except for just moving in the past like several weeks. So he was really good for that. He was awesome, like literally awesome for our lesson. I am so bummed that my Pivo died and I got like no footage. Sorry. I have a little dog crying. But anyways, I will get some footage this weekend and hopefully he's just as good. He's been riding really well. I've done a couple changes to his saddle fit that I think work a lot better for him. I think his saddle was a little too wide. And I've also been working a lot on myself and being quieter and my hands and my elbows, quieter in my legs. And I think that's really starting to make a difference for him and calming him down and making him look more relaxed. In fact, in my lesson, my coach was like, he looks so happy and content right now. Like something's changed since our last lesson. And that's really all that's changed, is that he's just had a better saddle fit and I've just been working on me. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. I can't wait to film a vlog for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Please like and comment if you haven't already. And please subscribe if you're not subscribed to our channel, because you're not going to want to miss all of our content. Thank you guys so much for watching.